So Barbara or Eric, people who are actually building and designing things, can you speak to whether you feel that on the ground? Is that happening?
Well, and I don't feel it too much at the streets yet, but I will say one way that we sort of got around the problem working in the particular location of the dead-end streets on the waterfront is because they are dead-end, they're the last block of streets. If you demap the street, so it really isn't a street anymore, then it can become something else. And then you don't have, at least there's one set of regulations that you don't have to follow, so but it could become a park, for instance. And then it's part of parks, and they're a little more open to green. So that is one way that we have been able to convert some former street beds.
Did you, as a designer, propose the demapping, or was that something that was underway already?
Oh, it was a complicated. There's several projects, and they all have different stories. But I think, yes, we did in some, and no, we didn't in others.
And was that process, was it transparent in the sense that all parties, city agencies, and all involved were aware that the reason to do it was to manage the stormwater more effectively?
No. Well, I guess, that's also another thing I'd like to just add to, maybe you're going to get to this in your questions later, but all the talk about managing stormwater, I mean, it's important in and of itself for all the reasons that you brought up at the beginning. But I also think from a design point of view that people need to experience processes. And it's one of the many processes that are around us every day. Water falls, eventually ends up in the river or the ocean even. And just being able to actually see that happen, experience it, see places get dry and then get wet again. And so I think there's I was supposed to be the dreamer on the panel, I was told. So I think that we have to kind of keep the bigger picture in mind, that relationship to, and understanding relationships to the whole system of things. It's not just about one thing. And so we try to make places where where processes are more visible and experiential, and I think that's part of it too.
Can you articulate why that's important?
Well, because then you understand relationships between things, or you at least have the opportunity to discover them for yourselves and understand the world around you better.
Do you think people are more likely to support that kind of design if it's more evident?
Well, that's what we try to promote. I would hope so.